All right, let's get right into it. The draw for the massive, historic 48-team 2026 World Cup is officially done, and the paths are now set. For the three host nations, the USA, Mexico, and Canada, that dream of lifting the trophy on home soil, well, it just got a whole lot more real.
So the big question is, who got a dream draw, who got stuck in the group of death, and most importantly for the home crowds, who has a clear shot at the knockout rounds? That's exactly what we're going to break down host by host.
First up, let's talk about the United States. They've landed in Group D. And, the general feeling is that this is a pretty manageable path forward, but it's definitely got some potential banana peels. Okay, so the U.S. kicks off their entire campaign on June 12th at the incredible SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. First up for them is Paraguay, then they'll take on Australia, and finally, a European team that still needs to qualify. So what are we looking at here? Well, Paraguay is your classic, gritty South American side. Going to be tough, defensively solid, but for sure beatable. Australia, the Socceroos, they bring a ton of physicality, and it's a familiar challenge. But the real X factor, the real intrigue, comes from that last spot, the European wildcard. And honestly, U.S. fans can probably breathe a little sigh of relief looking at this list. The winner of Playoff C is going to be one of Turkey, Romania, Slovakia, or Kosovo. And here's the key thing. They've dodged the absolute monsters of Europe, the Frances and Germanys of the world, in the group stage. That's huge.
But let's be real for a second. While this looks pretty good on paper, this is the World Cup. The word manageable can turn into an absolute nightmare in the blink of an eye if you sleep on your opponent. There are just no easy games at this level.
All right, now let's head south to Mexico, who are in Group A. And the storyline here, it's all about history. FIFA couldn't have scripted this any better if they tried. Get this, El Tri has the incredible honor of opening the entire tournament on June 11th at the legendary, the iconic Estadio Azteca. And look at their group. They've got South Africa, the always electric South Korea, and another European playoff winner. You can't make this up. Their opening match against South Africa is a literal, direct rematch of the 2010 World Cup opener in Johannesburg. I mean, the symmetry is just perfect. The atmosphere for that game is going to be absolutely off the charts. Now, beyond that amazing bit of history, the game against South Korea, that promises to be pure fireworks. Their high-energy, relentless style is going to make for an incredible watch. And that final spot will go to either Denmark, Ireland, the Czech Republic, or North Macedonia. All of them are tricky European sides you can't take lightly.
And finally, let's head north to Canada. Okay, so if Mexico's group is about history, Canada's Group B is a straight-up potential powder keg of emotion, atmosphere, and just an unbelievable storyline.
So Canada headlines Group B, and they'll get things started in Toronto. They've drawn Switzerland, a really disciplined, talented European team, and Qatar, the 2022 hosts who are going to be desperate to prove themselves on the world stage. But that's not even the main event here, not by a long shot. Now, the headline that everyone is going to be talking about comes from that final spot in the group, the winner of the European Playoff Path A.
Because that playoff path, well, it includes a few different teams. But there is one name that just leaps off the page. The four-time World Cup champions, Italy.
Just think about that for a second. Italy. If they qualify, playing against Canada in Toronto. I mean, with the massive, incredibly passionate Italian community in that city, it wouldn't just be a home game for Canada. It would be a civil war in the stands. It has all the makings of the group of atmosphere.
Okay, so let's zoom out from the hosts for a minute and look at the bigger picture. Every World Cup has one. You know what I'm talking about. We have to talk about the group of death.
And if you're looking for it, look no further than Group I. Oh man, you've got the powerhouse of France, the reigning African champions Senegal, and Norway, with the goal-scoring machine Erling Haaland. Wow. Good luck getting out of that one. And elsewhere, the draw has just served up some absolutely incredible matchups. Brazil gets a really fun group with Morocco and Scotland. And how about this one? England gets a shot at revenge against Croatia in Group L. That's a rematch of that brutal 2018 semifinal.
So, there you have it. The big night of glitz and glamour is over. All the what-ifs are done with. The path for all 48 teams is now charted, and the real countdown can finally begin.
And with that, it all becomes real, doesn't it? The schedule is locked in. The venues are booked. For the players, the coaches, and all of us fans, the 2026 World Cup is no longer some distant dream on the horizon. It's here.
Which brings us to the final question, the one we have to ask. After seeing all the paths laid out, which host nation do you think got the toughest draw? Is it the USA's tricky but winnable group, Mexico's date with history, or Canada's potential Italian powder keg? The debate starts right now.